Hello, I'm back, I'm alive. Right, so continuation of the energy drink withdrawal. First things first, right, I just want to make sure that people know that I'm not actually addicted. Like, I'm not a drug addict. Like, I'm not trying to stick needles into my arm. I'm just aware of my consumption of energy drinks. I don't want anyone thinking that I'm like trying to drench this in like satire or anything like that. I just want people to know that I've admitted that I've got a problem, which makes it sound like I'm in fucking Alcoholics Anonymous or whatever, or Narcotics Anonymous, whatever it's called. It's not that deep, but for the sake of YouTube and for the sake of my own sanity, I feel it's necessary to put these videos up, because I think YouTube a lot of the time for me is about growth. So like, if you go back and look at like the first video I've ever dropped on this channel, I want people to see like, oh my god, this guy was like sat in his son's bedroom with a headset and like a bottle of water and a laptop, and he didn't even like have a table and a microphone, and he managed to record a podcast. And now we see today, 4 years later, we see, you know, Ben's got a setup and he's got a decent microphone and he's actually like got a clue as to like how to interview people. And I want it to be like that for like this. I'm all about growth and people evolving and changing their habits and all that sort of stuff and being productive. That's like my big thing at the moment, is like being as productive as possible. So yeah, I said in Sunday's video, I said I was going to start swapping energy drinks with other things that aren't as bad for you. One slight confession, as my friend Matty, first time I've actually mentioned him in this format before, Mr. Bowditch, you got your shout out, you little bastard. He saw me yesterday have 2 sips of this, and I'm sure he'll comment below saying that I tried to do the whole can. As you can hear, there's a lot in here. It's quite a weighty can. If this was empty, like, obviously it's not. It's about 3/4 of a can. So the reason I did that yesterday was because I realised that back here in my car, I've still got tons of energy drinks. So I'm going to keep them there as a reminder that I shouldn't drink them. A part of me wants to just not bin them, because that's mental. I don't like wasting food or drinks. I just want to like neck them and just be like, right, I've done it now, let's get it done, New Year's Eve next year sort of thing. But I just want to really test my limits in terms of discipline. I want to prove to people that I can actually do this. And I think a lot of it's like, there's a sense of like pressure of doing this on YouTube. But there's also a sense of like, well, if this guy can do it, then I can do it. And I hope that that resonates through this, because I don't even know when I started drinking energy drinks. I mentioned in the last video that it was when I started driving, but I think I used to probably do 1 a week before actually getting a driving license. And it's one of those things, like, there's this big thing at the moment in the UK of like, oh, we should stop selling energy drinks to kids that are under the age of 16, which I'm fully with 100%. I thought that was already the case anyway for some things. But there's this big thing at the moment with like, it's trendy to drink certain drinks like Prime Energy. And, you know, one of my biggest ones recently, which made me really be like, shit, this is like really starting to consume my existence, is Rubicon Raw. And they look good, like the cans look cool because they're like bright blue and bright green and purple, and you know, and it's like masquerading as a health drink. And I don't know, it just all feels a bit sort of just trying to make as much money as possible. And now you see like companies like Lucozade are trying to join the fight, and everyone wants a part of this energy drink cash flow, you know, which, you know, inherently that's how humans work. They always want to diversify their portfolio and fill a gap and get as much money as possible. But yeah, so back to me. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty energetic. And I think sometimes you really have to just step back from your current situation and be like, Jesus Christ, I used to be like non-functioning at 8 a.m. until I had one of these. And that's not good. Nothing should make you feel like that. You shouldn't wake up and need a can of Monster the second you wake up. I know the world's quite loud and overwhelming, and, you know, fear and anxiety and, oh my God, why did I say that 4 years ago whilst I sat on the toilet and stuff? But you shouldn't need coffee. You shouldn't need energy drinks the second you wake up. But it's funny how we've all got vices and we've all got addictions, but I think something usually catastrophic has to happen for you to change that. Whereas I just fancy sort of reducing the amount that I'm drinking. And so yeah, I did my last video, like I mentioned before, on Sunday night. It's now Wednesday, nearly 5 p.m. I've done 2 sips of this Dark Thunder Aldi energy drink, and to be honest, like, I drank some of it yesterday when Matty was in the car, and I was like, that's fucking disgusting. Like, it tastes awful, but it's like the cheapest version of Red Bull you can possibly think of, the Dark Thunder, and it's like £2.20 for 4 in Aldi. So if you're expecting it to taste nice, and you know, you're obviously not from this planet, but it gets a job done. You know, it's something. It's better than nothing. But yeah, I don't know, just I think I can do this. Like I said before, like I think the first couple of days are either going to be like completely stick your head in the sand and like actively avoid the drink, or you're going to snap and be like, I literally can't live my life without this thing. And yeah, I feel like I've navigated areas in supermarkets with energy drinks in, and I haven't felt a compulsive need to buy one. One thing I will say, actually, whilst we're on the topic of supermarkets, is not Aldi, sorry, I always rag on Aldi. Seems to be my only shopping place that I go to at the moment. Tesco have just upped their meal deal price again for the 4th time in 2 years. They've upped it now to £3.85, which I would genuinely rather pay £4. Like, £3.85 just feels like a slap in the face. You might as well just round it up, right? And now, when I go into Tesco, there is literally a wall of energy drink, and it's all like £2.50. And that, to me, is a justification to buy it, because a can of Pepsi, or a can of Coke, or a bottle of Pepsi Max, or a bottle of Lucozade is about maybe £1.80. So you're actually getting more for your money if you buy an energy drink. So, like, I feel like there's this horrible sort of dark part of this, like, well, if you're buying a meal deal, you might as well buy an energy drink, Ben. And I'm done with it for the time being. I might look at drinking, like, slightly better energy drinks. There's one called Perfect Ted, but the last one I had, it was like peach or apricot flavour, and it literally made me want to throw the can across the fucking street. It was disgusting. But there's one called Rain, who have, once again, they've gone from, I think they're like a supplement brand, and they've just gone into the energy drink market. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm obviously quite tired, hence the yawn, but yeah, I'm not like fatigued, and yeah, I feel like I've like almost changed my diet in a weird way. But I'm just trying to be conscious of that feeling of like, oh, I would fancy some sugar, and like going downstairs and making a cup of tea at work, or, you know, I am occasionally buying bottles of this. And some people will go, well, what's the fucking point if you're doing it? You're not going to do energy drinks, but you're going to drink more fizzy. This has been going today since about 12:30 p.m. So it's not like I'm chugging Pepsi Max just to fill the void. But I think it's all really, like, all of this is just about mindful consumption and not restricting yourself so much that you don't want to drink energy drinks ever again. It's just maybe do one once a week as a treat. It's the same with chocolate cake, cheese, all that sort of stuff. You don't have to eat a block of cheese a day. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, feeling good. Gonna do some more updates as time goes on, and I'm gonna leave you to it. Bye bye. Cheers.